Okay, so have you guys ever just sat back and looked at how the gaming community has been going for the past 7 to 8 years? As a community, we had our ups and downs, and most notably, one of the biggest game disappointments in the last decade was Cybertrash 2020. However, there's a much larger disappointment in the gaming community, and quite frankly, it's our worst enemy, and that enemy is corporate greed. Corporate greed is a strong wish to have more money, things, or power than you need. A growing culture of corporate greed equals the greed of large companies, which is their greed for power. Now, in the gaming community's case, have you guys ever just booted up a game and the first thing they prompt you with is a loot box or a fucking bundle? Even mobile games have adapted this method of trying to get money out of the consumer. And you know what I say to that shit each time? Get that shit out of my face. I really don't want to see that shit whenever I boot up a game. And the audacity, the arrogance. Why in Megamind's blue fucking Chrome Dome would you even prompt me with such useless shit? Making me pay $20 hard-earned dollars for a fucking sticker and weapon camo? Well, guess what? That's corporate greed. Now, the fact of the matter is, these big publishers and companies are making more money than ever from these loot boxes and store bundles. They found a way to milk more money out of the consumer after paying $60 fucking dollars, which I have to add is already too much for a video game, for an unfinished video game. Well, how the fuck does that work? These publishers, which are the ones who dish out the games, are telling the studios and developers to add a whole bunch of shit like stickers and costumes and all that and put it into the game so it can have filler content, and all OP shit is out behind a fucking paywall. Now take a minute to look back with me. If you grew up in the time in which I grew up, which was the mid to late 2000s and early 2010s, I personally had a GameCube and a PlayStation 2. But if you had a PlayStation 2, GameCube, hell, even an original Xbox, and you played at least 10 games on it, what was the absolute one characteristic of every single game you played on those consoles in that era of gaming? The games had ambition. The studios and developers had the will to be great, the drive and a passion to put out games which will go down history as some of the greatest games of all time. The games were diverse and had their own style. The developers experimented with these games and published games in which they thought would be fun for the consumer. There was a transparency with the gaming community and the devs. That's why the era of gaming is so special for a lot of people. Back then, there were no storefronts in games. There were no bundles. There weren't any loot boxes. No day one updates to fix major problems in the games. And no update files to add filler content. You bought that game from GameStop, Blockbuster, Target, Walmart, wherever you got it from. And that was that. The developers and publishers had one chance to market the game and make sure the game worked properly before it released. And if they didn't and their game fucking sucked, nobody was going to buy it. It was that simple. That was the era in which development studios made their bones in the gaming community. And now 15 years later, after all the ambitious games and projects that they put out, all they have to offer is unfinished, dreadful, disturbing pieces of shit for the sole purpose of making money from not only the consumer buying the game, but the store bundles and loot boxes that they have inside of them, which prompts and taunts the players to put and invest more money into that game. Now, if you think about it, these gaming companies and publishers are playing a game of chess with us. And I'll break that game of chess with the gaming community down to everybody that's watching this video. Marketing is done and the consumer is interested. Now that's step one. Step two, consumer is hyped about the release of the game and goes to pick it up first day. Shady company and development studios know it's unfinished and releases it to the public anyway. Consumer then buys the game for a hefty price of 60 buckaroos. Customer then goes home and installs the game and plays it for the first time. Consumer then realizes after a few days of playing the game, it has major flaws and bugs. Consumer then realizes it's unfinished and now has to wait for major updates to come out to finish building the game and adding content that was supposed to be in there from day fucking one. But wait, there's a cool new outfit and skin that's only $10 and has a bonus blueprint or something else which overpowers your skills from all the other players. Now, the consumer then gets the bundle for $10 and is overpowered to other players because he put more money into that game than everyone else. Now, more people are buying the bundle, and the game adds more bundles to diversify the content, and the pros and cons to gameplay are now scattered throughout all these loot boxes and all these bundles. Do that for the whole game's life cycle, and the company makes more money than ever because people are trying to buy loot boxes and bundles full of stuff that they can't even get because it's a gamble each time you put money into the game. These publishers and developers have been checkmating the gaming community for the past 7 years. And if we want to checkmate them back, we have to come together to end corporate greed as a whole in the gaming community. So their end game is money. Let's say we take away the opportunity to make that money, which is in the form of all additional content put behind a paywall. How do we beat that? Well, it's simple. Don't buy the content. Don't buy any more loot boxes or bundles. Hell, don't even buy the game. I'm here to send a message to the gaming community. Our money is worth way more than an unfinished game at launch. Everyone should know that, especially if you have a job and you go to work every day and provide for yourself and others. Kids, you don't have to worry about that. Stay young forever, please. Growing up, you might want to do it, but it's not really all glamorous and gold like I thought it was. But back to the subject at hand. I don't have to name names of the games that have options in the main menu for loot boxes, or even have store bundles and tabs and shit for the, game menu. Or a game that prompts you with the bundle the second you boot it up. The time to end corporate greed is now. And as a community, I know we can win. So I'll tell you this. This message, this video, my first real video that I actually put time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears in, wasn't to all development studios and publishers. It was just to a select few. The few that I grew up with and know they can do way better than what they're doing right now. I've seen the heights that these dev studios can go to, and they've been holding out for way too long. Putting out bullshit games just to make a quick buck is unacceptable. But, and this is a big but, these publishers and game development studios that I'm about to list and say are still making some amazing, and I can't stress this enough, amazing games, even till this day. We have Naughty Dog with the Uncharted and Last of Us series, Insomniac Games with Marvel's Spider-Man and Ratchet and Clank. Not to mention, we have Spider-Man 2 and we have Marvel's Wolverine on the way. That's going to be fire. Capcom with the Resident Evil series. I definitely recommend you guys play Resident Evil 2, 3, 7, 4, 6, 8. Don't play 6. Actually, do not play 6. Y'all will be highly disappointed, but 8 was really good. Santa Monica Studios for God of War. Don't even trip. We about to get Ragnarok. Don't even trip. Telltale Games with Batman. We have Supermassive Games with Until Dawn. Now, I know that shit may look corny. It may sound corny. But that shit is fire. Trust me. Games like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Bloodborne. Forza. The Witcher 3. Persona 5. Watch Dogs 2. Zelda Breath of the Wild. Super Mario Odyssey 3. Titanfall 2. Hell, even Rockstar Games, even though they take a million fucking years to release a title other than GTA 5. The GTA trilogy is actually really good, and I know a lot of people are definitely having fun with it. Actually, guys, I lied through the skin of my teeth. The GTA trilogy for PC is absolutely horrendous. PC gamers can't even play the game, even if they pre-ordered it, because of how many bugs and glitches there are in the game. Now, I'm playing this gameplay you see in the background. I'm playing this on PlayStation 4. So, I seen some bugs, but it wasn't really game-breaking as the ones that I'm seeing on PC right now. And this is just unacceptable. Really, it is. Also, just disclaimer, I think I said Super Mario Odyssey 3. I just meant to say Super Mario Odyssey. I don't know why I said 3 at the end. But please, guys, don't bash me in the comments. We probably want to get a Super Mario Odyssey 3 anyway. So, that's just a little disclaimer. But back to the video at hand. But the games I listed in their development studios are the epitome of an era. in an era where corporate greed rules over many titles, while the games I listed stay true to themselves and to the gaming community. So we think about putting another $20 into a greedy corporate publisher's pocket. Instead, pick up one of the games I listed. And trust me, there are many more games I did not list that are ready to be picked up for hours of enjoyment on end. I promise you that. And with that being said, let's end corporate greed in the gaming community once and for all. Hey guys, just checking in at the end of the video. Just wanted to let you guys know, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you guys really got a laugh out of it. Maybe a little chuckle, maybe a smile. I don't know. But I hope you guys, enjoyed this video from me. This is definitely super fun and amazing for me to even do as a project. Not even as a project, but this is a project for myself. And just wanted to entertain, the people on the internet and give you guys something to look forward to. And we're not going to stop here. We still got 8 more videos in this season. So, I'm going to keep editing and keep recording and keep making scripts for those. But I just wanted to come out with a bang and, really elevate my channel to be the top priority of some of, your daily lives. And with this video about corporate greed, it really, was a stepping stool to become, up there. So with that being said, it's been a pleasure making this first video for you guys, and I definitely have more on the way. That being said, leave me some feedback in the comments. I really want to know what I need to work on, and leave me some good comments. It doesn't even matter. Just give me something I need to work on. Tell me stuff that you like. I'll continue to do it. Things I need to improve on, I'll improve on. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If you want to, subscribe if you want to. I'm not really one of those YouTubers that beg or ask for likes or whatever. Just, it's always there as a suggestion. But, I'll even post a screenshot on my Twitter if you guys want to go follow that. That being said, thank you for clicking on my video and taking the time out your day to watch me, talk about something that a lot of people really don't talk about nowadays, and coming to spend time with the young sir. My name's Dayon. I don't even think I said that at the beginning of the video. I just seen corporate greed. Let's go. Let's go into it. Let's go. Let's just run into it, head first and all. But my name's Dayon. That's how you pronounce it, even with the silent X or whatever. But with that being said, I'm logging off. I hope you guys enjoyed again. Take care. Be safe. And listen to your parents. And don't grow up too fast. See ya.